Once upon a time, in the city of Enugu, there lived a young woman named Favor. Favor was kind and gentle soul, loved by all who knew her. She was married to good man named Darlington. They had been trying to start a family for many years. Finally, after much prayer and anticipation, Favor became pregnant. She was overjoyed and Darlington was ecstatic. They both couldn't wait to meet their little bundle of joy. However, as months went by, Favor began to notice that something was off. Her belly was growing at an alarming rate, and she was experiencing strange and vivid dreams. She tried to brush it off as mere pregnancy symptoms, but deep down she knew that something was amiss. One evening, when Mr. Darlington came from work, Favor rushed to open door for him. "You useless woman, what took you so long to open this door? All you do in this house is just to eat and become more fat, ordinary to give birth like other women after 9 months you can't. You are the reason why friends laughed and gossiped me," Mr. Darlington yelled. "Honey, I am sorry if. Don't you ever try to honey me again, you evil woman, if not I will do what I will regret later," Mr. Darlington shouted as he made his way to his bedroom. As months turned into years, Favor pregnancy showed no sign of ending. Her mother, Mrs. Obiageli, more worried concerning her daughter's condition. She picked her phone and dialed her daughter's number. "Good evening, Mommy," Favor greeted. "Good evening, my daughter. How are you coping with this pregnancy?" her mother asked, showing concern. "Mommy, I'm not fine. This pregnancy is giving me so much pain and torture, and to make things more painful for my husband had totally changed. From that good person I was new to the nightmare of my life," Favor explained with tiredness and weakness written all over her face. "Sorry, my daughter, you will have to come next week. Let me take you to a powerful native doctor that will help us to know the real cause of this calamity." Villagers were shocked and amazed by Favor's prolonged pregnancy. Some said she was cursed while others claimed she was blessed. Favor herself was torn between frustration and fascination. She longed to meet her child, but part of her was afraid what might happen when the baby finally arrived. So Mrs. Obiageli took her child to a native doctor. "Your husband belonged to an occultic kingdom, woman," the native doctor began. "He had used your child to do sacrifice. What you are carrying there is not a baby but blood." Immediately Favor heard what the native doctor said. She began to sob uncontrollable. "How could my husband do this me?" she cried. Her mother tried to console her, but Favor couldn't withhold her tears. "You are to carry this pregnancy for 5 years, as that is the appointed time given to your husband," the native doctor continued with his fake prophecy. "I don't know what to do for you, woman, as their power is greater than me. I will only advise you to leave your husband's house so that you can deliver this child you are carrying." As Favor went back to her husband's house to pack her bags, Mrs. Obiageli decided to follow her daughter to protect her from any harm from her husband. "You witch! You decided eat my grandchild in your occultic kingdom," Mrs. Obiageli yelled at Darlington. "It will never be well with you. What are you talking about?" Darlington, who is innocent of the accusation, became confused. "For your information, I am leaving this marriage. I can't live together with an occultic man who used his child for sacrifice," Favor said as she carried her bags to meet her mother, who is in the city. Darlington, who don't know the meaning of the whole drama, follow his wife. "Please, darling, what are you talking about? How could you say that I used my blood for sacrifice? Please, I am not in any occultic kingdom," he pleaded. Favor, who is not interested to listen to what her husband was saying, left hurriedly with her mother. For 6 months Favor left her husband's house, and still there is no sign of any labor. She became more worried than before. "Mom, it's been 6 months now I left my husband, still there's no sign of labor. I can't even leave this house because the villagers are mocking me." "Mother, I don't think that native doctor said the truth." Her mother, who don't know whether to believe her daughter or what the native doctor said, became confused. Don't worry, let's give it more time. You will surely deliver this child, Mrs. Obiageli managed to reply. One day, a wise old woman from the neighboring village came to visit Favor. The old woman examined Favor's belly and listened to her story. After a long silence, the woman spoke in a low and mysterious voice. Favor, your child is a special child. It is a gift from the gods, and it has been growing inside you for 3 years for a reason. When the time is right, the child will be born, and it will bring great joy and prosperity to your family and community. Favor was amazed and terrified by the old woman's words. She didn't know what to expect, but she knew that her life was about to change forever. Finally, after 3 long years of waiting, Favor water broke, and she went into labor. Her mother and other women gathered around her, praying and cheering her on. And after many hours of intense pain and struggle, Favor finally gave birth to a beautiful, healthy baby boy. The child was indeed special, with skin as black as coal and eyes that shone like the stars. Favor named him Chinidu, and she knew that her life would never be the same again. As the news of Chinidu's birth spread throughout the land, people came from far and wide to take a glimpse of the miraculous child. And Favor, exhausted but exhilarated, knew that she had been given a rare and precious gift. A child who would bring joy, prosperity, and wonder to all those around. A week later, after Favor made peace with her husband, she went back to her husband's house with her child, and they lived in peace and harmony. The end. Dear viewers, we appreciate you for watching. Please don't forget to like and share this beautiful story.